hired infield coaches and we hired hitting instructors. I never hired a damn outfield coach in my life. Sometimes it showed. We gave that up for Lent sometimes, I think. But thank God, I had a pro scout one year that I got to know really well as a young coach, I think my first or second year of coaching, and he said, don't fall into that trap. He said, you put 3 guys out there that can run and throw, and teach them how to hit. So we kind of went along those routes. Now you turn on the game tonight or tomorrow or whatever, the playoff games, you got guys that can hit. And then they try to get a guy that can run enough and throw enough to go along with it. Most of them are outstanding athletes, so they don't have that problem. The outfielder. Like I just opened up with, I did it. I had a really good pitching coach for years and years and years, and I had a couple of guys that played the infield, came back from pro ball later and helped me out a lot. And but I always would have to say the youngest coach I would have seemed to end up with the outfielders. Grad assistant, volunteer. And then if nobody else could do it, then I would do it. So we wanted to make that more of a important decision. We don't have much time. I know rain's going to hit us shortly, and I've got 20 minutes. But what I'm going to do is just, rather than do any more talking, I'm going to show you some things and just list some things that I think I would do if I were you, trying to pick up some stuff to take back with you. And a lot of this you may already know. I don't know. First of all, I like the drill that we were talking about here. Bob and several other coaches were talking about 4-corner drills in various ways. We had our outfielders do a 4-corner drill too. And if they'd say why, I would say it's because you've got to get the ball and get rid of it in a hurry too. You're no different. Plus, I always emphasize to them that they're the last line of defense. Guy screws up on the mound, infielder can help him out. If the infielder screws it up, then the outfielder's got to save the day. You're the last line of defense as an outfielder. But what are a couple of things? Number one, I saw it on the game the other night. You did too, if you were paying real close attention. You probably were. A catcher reached down for a ball with men on base, picked it up with his glove. Outfielder, ball gets away from him. This was not in the playoff game, but in the end of the season game. Ball got away from him, picked it up with his glove. How many times have you seen somebody reach for a ball with a glove and not get it? The glove is important, but it's important for this reason. We have a drill for the outfielders, and I'd do this if I were you, and for all your players. It's called a stationary ball drill. We would do it, bring them back away from the fence a ways in the warning track, and then just have balls thrown against the warning track where they had to run and go get it. Once they got there, they had to reach with their bare hand to get the ball, but to do that, they got down like they were going to field it with the glove on the ground. That forces your bare hand down. And then you keep your eye on it until you get it. We've all had kids do this. We've all done it. Not get the ball. That's just one thing I wanted to mention. Another thing is this. When you're finding the fence, don't find it with your glove hand. Find it with your bare hand and make it a fist. Find the wall. When you're going 100 miles an hour back there, or what it seems like it is, you don't want your fingers out there grabbing into. Nowadays, they don't have as many cyclone fences as we used to have, but it's still a factor. You can still damage a finger just like a catcher could. Find it with your fist and find it with your bare hand. We have a drill indoors, and we all have to spend time indoors. Except Mike Martin told me one time, he said, I don't know how to practice if I can't go outside. And I said, I understand that. throw the ball up against the wall. We just call it the wall drill. Catapult up the wall. Indoors on a gymnasium wall works pretty good. Make sure that you sit down. I'm not going to go through every basic mechanic of how to make that play, but be sure you find the wall. If you're not running right into it and run up it, that's a play as well. Find the wall like I just said, and then make sure that the glove is going to be useful. Don't get it caught in something back here and not have it ready. Simple little thing. The other thing, the next thing I should say, is a crow hop. That went out with white socks, red lipstick, suits and ties. Nobody crow hops. Now watch the games this week coming up. I will guarantee you, because we see it, again, they have extraordinary ability, but their throwing isn't all that strong. That you'll have guys slide step the ball to the cutoff man or to the base. Crow hops are obsolete. I'm here to tell you that if you want to teach a kid to throw accurately and with some strength, he needs everything behind him. We had guys that were great players, but a lot of them didn't have the best arm in the world. They need to get everything into it they can. Charge the ball, even if you catch the ball in the air. Charge the ball and then release. If I'm right-handed, glove is on this, I release my right leg. Left-hander, just the opposite. Charging the ball, kicks that big hop, get up in the air with that foot. You don't have to get high if you don't want to, but get it going. And while that's happening, you're reaching back the way you're supposed to get ready to throw, and everything is behind your throw. But I saw a guy who went to spring training with the Yankees. I usually go with the Yankees every other year or so. Big name guy out there. And Coach McMahon was telling me, he said, watch this. He knew what was going to happen. And the guy would get the ball, and he made 2 slide steps before he ever got rid of the ball. It was a scrimmage. Guy went from second to third on him. So it happens all the time. Takes too long. Next point, number 3, the third point. Always catch the ball over here if you have a choice on your throwing side. You don't see him do that either. You see him catch it anywhere, bring it here to throw it, takes too long. Everything you can do in practice, you can do a stopwatch routine if you want to break it down. And then it'll prove to your athletes what is the quicker way to get something done. This side here, bring it right to you, you get the grip, you're ready to throw. Don't catch it over here. All right, those are basics. Now a ball hit over my head or in the air. You'd like to crossover step in this game every chance you can. It gets our momentum going the way we would like. But you also have to drop step at times. If a ball is hit on the ground and I'm an outfielder or a long play, even for an infielder, I'm going to crossover step, stay down, and try to get the position that I want to reach. If the ball is going to be deeper than my alignment to the foul line, then I drop step, crossover, and go get it. So it would be just like that. I'd be here, drop, cross, keep my eye on the ball. Now we have a drill that we will sit here with baseballs. Can I use you for that? You're outstanding. All right, I'm going to have him drop step to his right, to this side here. Just go ahead and drop, cross over, and go. Now, do it the other way. Run it. Now, yeah. Look to the other side first.
You don't even have to throw the ball. You can fake the throw, and that's from there to look over the other shoulder. Because we're going to get balls that we misjudge. We're going to get balls that are windblown, and we're going to get balls that do different things. You've got to be able to make that adjustment. That's a simple drill that an outfield coach can just sit there and either throw it or feint it, and then he's going to go this way, that way. Try that. All right, another drill. On the crow hop, I want to show you the 4 types of ground balls. We always find that if we can name something, they'll know what you're talking about, and you don't have to be standing right next to them to get their attention and for them to get what you're trying to get across. 1. Ground ball 1 is like the ground ball that Coach Morgan was talking about. That's like an infielder plays. Whatever your mechanics of teaching the ground ball 1 are, and you heard them, you've done it, you know what they are, you have your own system, you look like an infielder as you're coming up with the ball. It's a normal, routine base hit to your outfield play. Ground ball 1. You look it into your glove, everything you want to talk about with an infielder, you talk about with an outfielder. Ground ball 2. If I yell out to my player in the gap over here fielding balls, I'll say, we want to work on ground ball 2 now. Ground ball 2 is a ball where you are probably playing the score or the terrain. It's a rough outfield. Looks like divots out there. Somebody probably used it for golf or something. Or it might be wet, ball skidding, or it's a situation where you are way ahead in the score column. So you take no chances at all. You get down on one knee and you block the ball. You don't care if he rounds it real hard. He's not going to try for second anyway, probably, because the score is too much in your favor. So he won't be gambling there. Now that's ground ball 2. Ground ball 3. I said 4. I'm just going to go 3 here. Ground ball 3 is the crucial play. We call it the do or die play for the inning, or more important than that, the do or die play for the game. If I field the ball on a do or die play, I'm charging hard. I'm charging inside the ball from my glove side. So if that's the ball there, and that guy's at second base, and I got to throw him out or the game's over, I'm coming here, I'm going to play that ball just in front of my left toe, about a ball's circumference or diameter inside. Right here. That's the only time I'm going to field it with one hand, unlike you see on TV every day. Every ball hit to the damn outfield is one hand. Well, they're playing on a pool table. All right, I understand that. We don't have a pool table. Not many of us do anyway. But here you've got to give something to gain. I want a good release, I want good strength, and I want good accuracy. So I'm going to go ahead and play the do or die play here. The reason I want it here, in here, close to the foot, I want to center it on my glove. I do not want to make any mistakes, because if I don't get it, he scores. So it's here. I protect the ball in my glove always, as soon as I can. And then it's the crow hop. It's not this. You're not running it into home plate. but they do. All right. I wanted to leave you with that. You've got to drill that. You've got to work with it. You've had them out here. You take your fungo. Ground ball 1. You can teach from this distance because you've communicated what number it is. That's why you designated it to start with. Ground ball 2. Ground ball 3. Now, does that mean with a runner at second base, is it always ground ball 1? No. Ground ball 1 is when it's a crucial situation where the game is on the line. But the crow hop is crucial. You'll go in and feel that one here. If he's trying to score it, you'll still get that non-throwing side in the air to deliver the ball with maximum output. All right. All right, I listed a few things that I didn't want